It is almost Halloween, and I am super excited. Halloween's in about 10 days, and I get festive over all holidays, especially Halloween. And because it's almost Halloween, I love this outfit, but I'm going to put my cape on because it's almost Halloween. I've only worn this for a few special occasions, like my birthdays and random days where I want to dress up in a cape. I love dressing up. It's one of my favorite things to do. Ever since I was little, I would just put on a costume and go out and eat lunch with my mother. I've always been obsessed with costumes and Halloween things. I am not a big fan of horror movies, but I am getting into that new show, Scream Queens, which I think is really, really cool and funny and very suspenseful, which is what I like. Also, I'm going to show you guys the costume that I'm going to wear this Halloween. I'm not going to dress as anything scary, but I'm going to dress as Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball Z. No, not Dragon Ball Z, but from Dragon Ball. Oh, and I didn't realize I have a poster for Dragon Ball right there, which is hilarious. Well, I'm going as Teen Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball. And I'm here because my grandma is going to help me make the costume, which I'm really excited about. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Halloween stuff and maybe read you a scary story because I'm bored and I want to make this video. But then I have to take a shower. I found a better source of light, and that's good. I'm going to be reading a scary story, so it's scary story time. Beware. They're not very scary. It's those little kids. It's those little kids' scary stories, you know? I'm going to be reading Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark by Alvin Schwartz and illustrated by Brett Hallequist. I'm just going to skip to a random one. Here we go. Ooh, I always loved this one. A boy was digging at the edge of the garden when he saw a big toe. He tried to pick it up, but it was stuck to something, so he gave it a good, hard jerk. And it came off in his hand. Then he heard something groan and scamper away. The boy took the toe into the kitchen and showed it to his mother. "It looks nice and plump," she said. "I'll put it in the soup. We'll have it for supper." That night his father carved the toe into 3 pieces, and they each had a piece. Then they did the dishes, and when it got dark, they went to bed. The boy fell asleep almost at once, but in the middle of the night, a sound awakened him. It was something out in the street. It was a voice calling him, "Where's my toe?" I like to do it with some weird voices, so bear with me. It groaned. When the boy heard it, he got very scared, but he thought, "It doesn't know where I am. It will never find me." Then he heard the voice once more, only now it was closer. "Where's my toe?" It groaned. The boy pulled the blanket over his head and closed his eyes. "I'll go to sleep," he thought. "When I wake up, it'll be home." Oh, sorry. I read that wrong. It says it will be gone. But soon he heard the back door, and again he heard the voice. "Where's my toe?" It groaned. Then the boy heard footsteps move through the kitchen, into the dining room, into the living room, into the front hall. Then slowly they climbed the stairs. Closer and closer they came. Soon they were in the upstairs hall. Now they were outside the door. "Where's my toe?" The voice groaned. His door opened, shaking with fear. He listened as the footsteps slowly moved through the dark. toward his bed. Then they stopped. "Where's my toe?" The voice groaned. At this point, pause, then jump at the person next to you and shout, "You've got it!" I know I read that. I wasn't supposed to read that, but I wanted to read that because I think it's funny. Because I've never done that right. I tried to do that when I was doing this to my grandma. It did not work at all. But it sure was fun. She just laughed. Well, I might... Whoop. This is my costume, and yeah, I'm Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball Z. Boom! It turned out perfectly, and I love it. It's got the slits in the dress and everything. And I can do the hair because I have really long, dark hair. So, I hope you like it. Even if you don't, I don't care. I'm gonna wear it because I love it. I love it. Now, one more dance for the ending. Boom.